Hey, I'm Mike, and over the last few weeks, I've been cleaning up an old hard drive that has some footage on it, and ended up stumbling upon this video that I forgot I even recorded and for some reason never posted. It's of me finally getting Invincible from the Lich King. My warrior has 74 runs on the boss, but there was like a 6-month period in 2016 where I was running icecrown every week on at least 5 characters, so I have well over 100 kills before I finally got this mount, and I just remember being so excited that it was finally over. Not because I got the mount, which it is my primary mount now, but I was so glad that I never had to do Icecrown Citadel again. And Dragon Soul is the one other raid right now that I'm still farming the last mount that I need from there off of Deathwing. And once I never have to run Dragon Soul again, it's going to feel even better because I've had way more Dragon Soul runs. So looking forward to that. But story time, this isn't actually the first time that I ever saw Invincible drop, because back in Mists of Pandaria, this raid wasn't yet soloable. So every week I would get a group of around 15 people just from pugs, and we would go to Icecrown Citadel and we would clear the raid to try and get Invincible. And typically what would happen is that we would steamroll the entire raid, and then we get to Lich King, and usually the first pull we'd wipe because I'd explain the mechanics, but people would still die to something, usually Defile. I think that's what it is, that the thing that pushes you off the platform. We'd come back and then we'd kill the boss later. On this one fateful night, we were doing the raid, and the same thing happened. It looked like it was going to be a wipe. Of all the 15 people that were in the raid, about 3 or 4 were left alive. And so, having seen this before, I was calling in raid, all right, let's wipe it, we'll come back, do it again, we'll get the kill. But if you're unaware, back in Mists of Pandaria, this was when you could still release Spirit when you're dead during a boss fight. The only thing was that you couldn't re-enter the raid until the combat had ended. And I don't remember if it was that you were locked out of loot automatically, or if you like re-entered and everyone waited and then you showed up, then they looted, then you'd still be able to get loot. But you might see where this is going now. So I called for the wipe, and I released Spirit, so did the majority of the other dead people. And we tried to get back in the raid, but we can't. I'm like, guys, are you wiping? No, we're actually killing it. Maybe you shouldn't, because most of us released, so just don't do that. No, we're gonna kill it. Okay. And so they killed it. And at the time I was in Skype with my friend Alex, and he was one of the people that died but didn't release. Smart guy. And he was like, no way, Invincible just dropped. And of course I'm thinking he's trolling. It didn't drop. That's what you do in this situation. You troll your friend. Invincible dropped. It didn't drop. And eventually, chat started popping up with people spam linking Invincible. And the other pugs were like, yeah, Invincible dropped. I was like, wait, there's no way it actually dropped, did it? And sure enough, I walk up to Lich King, and you could still loot him. You just couldn't. I could loot him and see what he dropped. I wasn't eligible to roll for the loot. And sure enough, in that loot table, Invincible's reigns. Yep. I was pretty upset because of the 15 people in that raid, I think only like 4 or 5 people were eligible to roll for that. And of course, because I released, I wasn't one of those people, and I was so angry. For like a week, I was steaming, like, why didn't they just wipe the boss? Oh, I could have gotten that mount. Because at the time, like, my luck with loot rolls hasn't ever really been that great. But to be honest, like, my luck with mount rolls is pretty decent. Like, I don't know, I feel like I honestly could have gotten the mount back then. But of course, I didn't. And the worst part of all of that is that would have been one of the first couple dozen, maybe, max. Like, it definitely wasn't more than my 25th run on the boss. And it hurts, because if I had won that mount, I would have saved myself over 100 weeks of farming the mount. Even if we just take away all my alts, 74 runs on my warrior. Let's just take away 25 from that. That's almost a year's worth of farming I would have saved myself, at least. But anyway, I finally ended up getting it, obviously, as you can see in this video, and it is still my daily mount. I prefer the smaller mounts. There are some cool looking big mounts. I just don't like the big proto drakes. I hate the dragons from Mists of Pandaria. I just like smaller mounts that don't really take up a lot of screen space and are just very kind of like not big and flashy. So Invincible totally fits that bill. So this has been my main flying mount since the game, or since I got it. Obviously with dragon riding, it's not so much. Once I get the mount from Argus, though, that is going to be my new daily driver, because that is the coolest mount in the entire game, bar none. So that was just a little trip down memory lane and just showing off my mount that I got like 7 years ago. So happy anniversary to me. If you're still farming, good luck. Let me know how many runs you're at. If you got the mount, let me know how many runs it took. And good luck, have fun. Thanks for watching. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.